Hi, this is Nathan Schooler, and before I get started today with my first channeling session, I thought I would just take a moment to discuss this whole thing with everybody. And I've been reluctant to do this for quite some time because, well, for a number of reasons. I mean, first of all, it's new to me, and second of all, my first inclination would not be to run out there and start channeling and put that up on the internet. As much as I respect a number of the channels that are out there, I I don't know. It's just kind of would typically rub me the wrong way, and especially since my show, my SDC address or channeling update or whatever, my YouTube channel has been about channeling and being objective about it, being kind of an unbiased source. Uh, for the longest time, I felt that would be you know my there'd be a conflict of interest. You know, I would no longer be a disinterested party. It could no longer be an unbiased third party talking about channeling. Um, but I don't know. I've really felt led, guided, whatever, finally, to do this now for some reason, whatever reason. And I guess the sentiment, the vibe, or whatever I'm receiving is, hey, it's time. Just let go, do it, and see what happens. You know, and I guess part of this is helped by the fact that I haven't done much with my YouTube channel in, I don't know, probably over a year. If you look at the frequency of my updates, I mean, I'm sure most of you already know that there hasn't been a whole heck of a lot lately, and I guess part of that is because I've really, you know, over a year ago, I felt, like I've said before, I felt like I needed to kind of take a step back and maybe just come up to speed with where this was all taking me, and um, kind of feel out what the next step was going to be. And so I think, at least for now, this is finally it. So the deal is, what I'm going to be doing is I'll try to clearly indicate which sessions are a channeling session, and then which ones are just my normal commentary. And I'll do that by having, like, Erabon channeling be the first part of the title of all these videos. And Erabon is the entity or collection of entities, or however you want to look at it, that I have been channeling primarily or almost exclusively. And this was all started by, of course, my interest in channeling, and then by whatever means it happened, I ended up, you know, somebody drew my attention to the work of Sanaya Roman and Dwayne Packer and their book, Opening the Channel. And I've got a video on that where I kind of talk about the book and my early experiences with it and stuff. And so that got me started on this whole thing. And so for quite a while, I was doing it very regularly, completely privately. I would record the things privately in an audio session, and I only did like 2 or 3 readings that I showed to other people, and that was just on an individual basis. For whatever reason, they'd ask me for one or about something, and I'd do a reading and either record a video and make it a private one, or send them an audio recording or whatever. And in the last, I don't know, for the longest time, it's been quite a while. I think at least 9 months. I haven't been channeling hardly at all. It was a while back when I just and I even said this in a video, where I kind of dropped everything and needed to step back and reevaluate. I was doing like 4 or 5 spiritual practices or something. Channeling was one of them, and I just felt like I had to drop everything and kind of, come to terms with who I was at that point. And they kind of said that in a couple of the different methods I was doing. They were like, the channeling one included, where as a person, it's going to bring you, your rate of vibration is going to increase, and um, they didn't use these terms, but now that I understand so much about the law of attraction and stuff, it seems like it's basically your effectiveness of attraction will increase, and due to, I guess you could say, a closer connection with your higher self or whatever, or the realms beyond, or basically entities of a higher vibrational nature that tends to rub off on you, that kind of thing. And they said as a result of that, it's easy to kind of, you'll be attracting, your events around you will start changing so rapidly, and things that you'll almost feel out of step, because you need to like come to terms with the elevated vibration of that new state that you've attracted to yourself, and something like that. So I don't know. I think that's kind of what was going on, and for whatever reason, I really just get this strong sense now that now is the time, and in fact tonight is the time. This is like, what is this? December 2nd, 2012, Sunday night. So I don't know if I'll make this a weekly thing, or God forbid daily thing, or what, but or just as, maybe a weekly thing, and then as questions come up, or whatever, I may do more, or something like that. But so that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing these new channeling videos. They will say Erabon channeling or something like that in the title, and so it'll be very clear. I want it to be very clear which videos are channeled. And besides, I'll be sitting there with my eyes closed, and even though the glasses on and the lighting isn't very good, it should be, it may be fairly clear that I've got my eyes closed while I'm channeling, and that's just the way I do it. So that should help too. I usually don't have my eyes closed too long when I'm giving these addresses, the normal ones, my normal commentary. So anyway, without further ado, that's my introduction, and I hope people, whoever feels led to watch these or is interested, I hope you find them effective in some way, and feel free to send some questions my way. I mean, this whole channeling thing is about the question. You're guided by the question. The entity being channeled is guided by the question. If it's not asked, the information is rarely, if ever, volunteered. So it's all about the questions. So if you've got some questions, by all means, just send them my way, and questions that you want a channeling session on, or to be worked in there somewhere, and I'll try to do it. At this point, the slate's completely open. I'm by no means inundated by any requests or anything, because I'm just starting. So feel free, and yeah, I guess I won't belabor the point anymore. Share and enjoy.